Hello, friends. Welcome back to Easy Talk English, the place where learning English feels easy and fun. Today, we're going to talk about something very real, something that almost every English learner feels being nervous when speaking English. Yes, that fast heartbeat, that dry throat, those moments when your mind suddenly goes blank. We've all been there, right? You know the words, you've practiced them. But when it's time to speak, your voice disappears. Why does that happen? And most importantly, how can you speak English even when you're nervous? Let's talk about it together. First, let's take a deep breath. It's okay to feel nervous. Really, it is. Nervousness doesn't mean you are bad at English. It just means you care. You care about speaking well. You care about being understood. You care about doing your best. And that's a good thing. But sometimes this good feeling becomes too strong and it blocks your confidence. So today, we'll learn how to calm that feeling and speak anyway, with courage, even when your heart is beating fast. Let me tell you a story. Once there was a student named Maria. She had studied English for many years. She could read, she could write, and she understood movies too. But when her teacher asked her to speak in class, she froze. Her hands started to shake, her face turned red. She said only two words, "I'm sorry," and stopped. After class, she felt terrible. She thought, maybe I will never be good at English. But you know what? That was not true. She was not bad. She was just afraid. Fear is like a small voice in your head that says, what if I make a mistake? What if people laugh? What if I sound stupid? But here's a secret. Everyone hears that voice. Even native English speakers sometimes feel shy. Even teachers, even confident speakers. The difference is not that they never feel nervous. The difference is they speak anyway. So how can you do that? How can you speak English even when you're nervous? Let's take it step by step. First, understand this. Mistakes are not bad. Mistakes are proof that you are trying. If you never make mistakes, it means you're not learning anything new. Think about a baby learning to walk. The baby falls many times, but does the baby stop? No. The baby stands up again, smiles, and keeps walking. That's exactly what you must do with English. Every time you speak, even if you make mistakes, you are growing. You are training your mouth, your brain, your confidence. So when you speak and say something wrong, don't say, oh no. Instead, say, okay, good. I learned something. That simple change in your mind can change everything. Now, here's something interesting. Nervousness and excitement feel almost the same in your body. Your heart beats fast, your hands shake a little, your stomach feels funny. But the only difference is your thoughts. If you say, oh no, I'm scared, you'll feel nervous. But if you say, yes, I'm excited to speak English, your brain will believe you, and your fear will become energy. So next time you feel that nervous energy, smile and say, this means I'm ready. Let's make it real. Imagine you are at work and your boss suddenly asks you to say something in English. You feel that nervous wave coming. What can you do? Take one small breath. Smile. Start with something simple like, okay, let me try. Or, yes, I can share my idea. Just say one sentence. Don't try to be perfect. Just start, because once you start, the fear starts to go away. Speaking English is like jumping into a pool. The water looks cold before you jump, but once you're inside, it feels fine. The hardest part is not speaking English, it's starting to speak English. Now, I know what you're thinking, but my accent is not good. People won't understand me. I forget words. My friend, let me tell you something important. You don't need a perfect accent to be a good communicator. You need confidence, you need clarity, you need kindness. Think about it. When someone speaks your language with effort, do you laugh? No. You feel respect. The same goes for English speakers. They respect you for trying. So instead of thinking, I must sound perfect, think, I must connect. English is not about perfection, it's about connection. There was another student, Ahmed. He was very shy, but he decided to change. He made a rule for himself. I will speak English every day, even for 1 minute. At first, it was hard. He felt nervous, but he didn't stop. He spoke to his mirror, he spoke to his phone, he even spoke to his dog, and slowly he started to enjoy it. One day at a cafe, he met a tourist and said, hello, how are you? That small sentence started a 10-minute conversation. When it ended, he smiled and thought, wow, I can really do this. You can too. You can speak English, not one day, but today. You just need to begin small. Maybe talk to yourself in English for 2 minutes. Maybe record your voice and listen. Maybe order coffee in English. Each small step makes you stronger. Now let's talk about your body language. When you feel nervous, your body becomes small. You look down, your shoulders close, but when you open your body, stand straight, look up, smile, your brain starts to believe, I am confident. This is called power posture. So before you speak English, take one deep breath, lift your chin, and smile. Your words will come easier. Another helpful trick, prepare some simple phrases that you can always use. For example, if you forget a word, say, sorry, how do you say that? Or let me think. These small phrases give you time to breathe and continue. They are your safety net when you feel stuck. And here's something beautiful. People are kind. Most people will help you. They will listen, wait, and even smile when you try. You are not being judged. You are being respected for your courage. So next time you're nervous, remember, it's not the enemy. It's your teacher. Nervousness means you are doing something brave. It means you are stepping out of your comfort zone. And every time you do that, you become stronger. Now let's add a little curiosity. Did you know that your brain learns faster when you speak aloud, even if no one is listening? It's true. Speaking helps your brain create stronger language connections. So if you practice speaking English out loud for just 5 minutes every day, your fluency will grow faster than by only studying grammar. Isn't that amazing? Imagine your future self, confident, smiling, speaking English easily. Imagine you're traveling, meeting people, getting new opportunities. All of that starts with one small act, speaking even when you feel nervous. Sometimes you might feel your words are slow. That's okay. Speed comes later. First, focus on calm and clear. Step by step, word by word, your confidence will build. You'll look back one day and say, wow, I used to be scared to speak, and now I enjoy it. Let's try something right now. Say with me, I can speak English. Good. Now again, louder. I can speak English. Do you feel that? That's power. That's confidence. The more you say it, the more your brain believes it. So whenever you feel nervous, remind yourself, I can do this. And if your mind says, what if I make a mistake? Reply, so what? I will learn from it. That simple answer makes you unstoppable. Remember, speaking English is not a test, it's a journey. You don't need to be perfect to begin. You just need to begin to become perfect. Every word you say is a step forward. Let's go back to Maria's story. After that day in class, she decided not to give up. She started talking to her mirror every morning. She joined an English club. She even made some online friends to chat with. At first, she still felt shy, but slowly she began to enjoy the sound of her own voice. One day, her teacher asked her to share her opinion again, and this time she spoke for 2 full minutes. She smiled and everyone clapped. It wasn't perfect, but it was real and it was brave. That's the kind of moment waiting for you too. You just need to believe that your voice matters, because it does. Your English voice has power, the power to share ideas, to connect, to dream bigger. Don't let fear silence it. Fear will always be there, but you can choose to walk beside it, not behind it. When you feel nervous next time, just remember these three small things: breathe, smile, and speak. That's it. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. And here's one final secret. The best way to stop being nervous about English is to use English for something you love. Talk about your hobbies. Watch your favorite shows in English. Write about your day. When English becomes part of your happy life, your fear slowly fades away because you're not just learning a language anymore, you're living it. So, my dear friend, don't wait for the day you feel ready. That day is today. Speak with courage, even with small words. Speak with joy, even with mistakes, because every time you speak, you are becoming the confident English speaker you dream to be. You are brave for learning a new language. You are brave for trying, and that bravery will take you further than you imagine. Thanks for watching Easy Talk English. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Keep practicing, and see you in the next video. Before you go, tell me, when do you feel most nervous speaking English, and what will you try next time to stay calm?